our manifestation circle. We haven't done that in a couple times, and we haven't really, the last few times we've been together hasn't been here. We've been having more activities and retreats and stuff like that. So I want us to connect in that way and form our manifestation circle. So if we can come in a little tighter so we can hold hands, that would be great. So I want us all to manifest something for ourselves and something for someone else. As women, many times we like to put most of our energy out there to care for others. But I really want us to be focusing too on what we want for ourselves. So let's start with Jessica. Jessica, our new bride, our new not bride,
a new wife.
she's a wife. Yes,
just recently married last month.
Yes.
I'd like to manifest for my sister. She just recently found a very large lump in her breast, and she's gone to Hope just yesterday, and they want to test it and everything. So, and it's the second one. The first one was not cancerous, but so I'm really just thinking of her and sending lots of prayers and good energy that it's going to be okay for her, because she's a wonderful sister and mom, and just that's just awful. But so I'm going to manifest positive and good health to my sister. And for myself, a happy marriage. I just want to remember this time in my life forever, and just know that there was so much joy, and when things go hard and bad and things like that, just always remember this time and remember how much love my husband and I have for each other, and keep us strong.
So be it.
Yes. Okay, I'd like to send strength and love to my cousins. I have 2 sets of cousins, and both of them are facing their parent dying. And so I'd like for them to have that strength at this time for their loved one when they have to watch them go pass over. And for myself, I'd like to increase my clientele so that this holiday season will be a good one.
So be it.
Very similar to Yolanda's. I was lucky enough to have 6 wonderful aunts and uncles who've all lived to the age of 80 plus, but I lost my mom in November. Then we lost my uncle in February, and we lost my aunt last Wednesday. So it's been hard on the family. So I wish for all of us, I would like to manifest strength to get through it all, because there's only 2 left, and I'm sure they're not far behind. So I would like to manifest strength for us.
So be I would like to manifest for this group, Bliss Sisters, to continue to grow and do wonderful work and service for women, and for myself, a love, a man to love, to snuggle with at night.
So be it.
I'm new, but I saw kind of a theme.
On like a singles channel.
I know.
So
Hold on.
I would like to manifest.
Hello. Mama Bliss over here.
I would like to manifest for Rick's daughter. She'll be having her 4th baby tomorrow. Wow. So she's scheduled for a C-section tomorrow. Rick is my partner, my lover. And so his daughter's having a baby tomorrow. So I manifest that being safe and as pain-free as possible, and for health for everyone. And lots of strength for her, having 4 kids under the age of 5.
Oh, wow.
So for her to have energy to handle all of that, and love and love and love to her, so, and her whole family and Brad. And for myself, I just want to manifest more love and more ways to reach out. There's so much going on, and it's all so exciting. And I'm so thrilled with life right now. So I just want more of that. More of that.
So be
Yay! So in lieu of our guest speaker not being able to make it, Rick and I recently listened to a digital book called Your Money or Your Life. It's by the author Joe Dominguez and Vicki Robin. The thing that we really enjoyed about this book is that more than other books about money, it prefaces what we can live without rather than how we can get more and more and more in our life in order to kind of be able to be comfortable when we're older. So we both enjoyed that because that is something that we're looking to do in our future, is become more self-sustaining. So rather than trying to think, how can we make more, how can we make more, how can we make more, we're thinking, how can we do with less? So if we can do with less, then that automatically means we'll have more that will last longer, right? So it's called Your Money or Your Life because basically we have a tendency to choose, like thinking that money means we have a better life. There's a point when you can be comfortable and you really don't get yourself too wrapped up in spending that you have to then keep chasing the dollar in order to afford the lifestyle that you've created. So that can bring anxiety, because if something happens, what am I going to do? All of a sudden you have like this expensive car and your mortgage might be really high, or your rent, or you have these things that maybe you financed and you have credit card debt, and so all of a sudden things start compiling, and then it becomes more stress on you to keep that up. So how can we have more by not acquiring more? So how can we have more life without acquiring more stuff? So what this book really is based on is losing our attachment to the stuff and trying to lose the attachment to the identity that we're creating around the stuff. So one of the things that this book asks you to do, which I found very, just the thought of it kind of made me sort of gasp, was to take a look at, if you're like me, I've saved every tax return that I've ever submitted to the IRS, so since I was 17, and to take a look at your lifetime earnings and add them up. And see how much that adds up to. How much have I earned in my whole life? How much money has traveled through my life for however many years that's been? And so just the thought of that, because I know that it's probably a pretty large number. And then of course, when you look at that number, where did it go?
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you go, okay, what do I have to show for that dollar amount? So it's really gets you to take a look at, are you spending your money based on the values that you have in your life? And are you spending your money thinking about that I may need this someday, down the line? So can I use this money to be able to retire younger, to be able to retire at all, Or do I need to have that, instant gratification right now? So this is what the book talks about. Some of the other things it tells you to do, she's really into being completely accountable for every penny that you spend, and literally every penny. When you read the book, she wants you to account for every single penny. So to keep a tally, and maybe even if, I think it would be interesting if I did this even just for 1 month, to keep a tally of every single amount of money that we spend so that we can really see where it's going. So the monthly tabulation. Okay, so she says, if you're thinking about buying something, you should ask these 3 questions. Or if you look at where you have spent your money, ask these 3 questions after you look at your monthly tabulation. Did I receive fulfillment, satisfaction, and value proportionate to the life energy I spent? So in other words, the life energy that you spent, meaning the amount of money that you make working at your job. So let's say you make $20 an hour and you just spent $20 on a top. Was that top worth an hour of the time that you spent working for that $20?
What color was it?
So, and the other thing is that is this expenditure of life energy in alignment with my values and my life purpose? Are you enjoying your work? Are you feeling like you're doing something meaningful? Is it in line with your values? Or are you just going there because they give you a paycheck every week? You know? So if we can get those things lined up, then that sort of calculates out to being a more happy, fulfilling life. But a couple of the things that really resonated with me that were taught in this book too were, instead of going out and buying new things, that we could trade or we could borrow. So to consider, doing those types of things rather than going out and buying new all the time and having all the stuff that we really don't use or need. So there's lots of ideas in this book, if you want to pick it up, Your Money or Your Life, that can help us to just be a little more cognizant of how we utilize our time and utilize our money and make our life worthwhile and make our money last longer so that we can do more of the things that we really want to do. So the journal prompt is, when you think about money, when you think about your finances, what emotion comes up for you? How does that feel in your body when you think about money? So take 10 minutes and write what money means to you and how it feels to you. What is your relationship with your money?